Was that fireball on you or the music?
Yes.
The fireball, I casted it.
I do want to point out, too, that Ray's is very nice. She goes around feeding homeless animals, and she's actually rescuing abused children, whereas you guys just wanted to leave them for dead. So,
We did
I'm
not
the
say
nice
that.
one. Pappy did.
We were totally for...
Pappy said, you're only going in there for that one kid and that's it.
Yeah.
So don't even start with me.
Yeah.
Once we
Pappy's
get the-
character saved them all. Jeez.
I was a character
Actually,
that
you
wanted
tried
save
to.
everyone.
Well, you didn't try. You did burn down the place.
Honestly, I would have found that hilarious if you all
But
get in
I
there and
got
you're
them
like,
all-
I'm sorry, we're only contracted for him.
I got them all out, though. Before setting them on fire. I mean, save kids, then burn things.
Okay.
I wonder in retrospect if we should have called that episode what Gaslight Girl Boss Gatekeep or something like that.
Alright.
But yes, I do not remember at all what happened a month ago, and
You got in a fight with a van.
I got in fights with lots of things.
No,
No,
a van.
Man,
A van with big guns.
that's right. Now I remember.
Oh, yeah. You and Foxtrot.
Yeah, they pulled up and said,
being
thanks,
chased by a
Fox.
car.
Oh. Okay.
If you
Okay.
get it, if you get it in play, at the very bottom.
3.1 contract.
Yep, 3.1 contract.
Gotcha.
Is this in Scabbard?
I mean, in Discord, if you go to in play 3.1, it'll take you to Scabbard, but
Okay.
Fresh.
It is not under notes.
No, in play.
yeah, in play, in Shadowrun Prime, in play.
I'm in Scabbard.
Other.
Gotcha. If you're in
go to,
Discord, there's a
session
link.
logs.
But yeah, if you're in there, you could go.
It's called
Like
Session
that.
Logs. Okay, thank you.
Yep, session logs. It should be underneath other.
I see it now.
Oh, I put it. It's under other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
it hasn't had a title yet.
It should be under Meet the Johnson.
No, there's no title. This is other.
Is Meet the Johnson not?
Nope. You got Game Zero, Day at the Zoo, Meet the Team, and then other.
I mean, I believe you, but because Meet the Johnson is still marked secret for some stupid reason.
Secret Johnson.
Okay,
Well, I
I will
learned a-
just
I
read it
learned
out
a
loud
lot.
then. As Ray and Foxtrot are out in the streets, Ray heads home and Foxtrot heads to look for her. A white van pulls up and a man from inside the vehicle says, "You can thank Foxtrot for our services." A railgun pops out of the roof of the vehicle and starts to unload on Ray. Sounds dirty. Moments before, Foxtrot got a couple of shots off of the van and to try to distract them from painting the walls of the street with Ray. Ray slashed the van's tire and Foxtrot drop-kicked the guy on the roof. Fox got grazed by some bullets from inside the car and he hit the ground. Ray sliced the shooter's face and he fell. Is that what happened? I don't feel like that's what happened.
Uh-huh.
Did I slice
Yeah,
his face?
I asked you like, how does this work? And you told me that you're
This
slicing his
doesn't
face.
sound like me. I don't know what you're talking
Uh-huh.
Ray sliced the guy's face and
She slices his face
he
nicely.
fell into the lap of the driver. They tried to drive off, but they crashed into a nearby wall. Raptor was continuing a deep
Yeah.
dive on the hollow and found old images of the teacher before. He wrote before the blimp. Ramona Atkins of Cook Elementary had long hair before the blip. What the kid remembers could be right. He continued to dive into as technology and its connection to Foxtrot. They have been following Fox after ... Oh, the blip. I had to click read more. My bad. Oh my god, that's
Oh,
way
I was
longer.
like-
I can read this if you. Do you guys want me to keep reading this out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. There is no information as to why. When he ran into Tirnanog for help, there was a deposit from As Technology to the Irish Republic to Tirnanog, covering the cost so that it would hide Foxtrot in Seattle. There is a link to someone that is doing this, but Raptor has not uncovered who. And there is an unconnected link, or at least he can't see the connection, of a man by the name of Blackbird that has a hit on Foxtrot and his crew for a debt collection. Spectre updated his locks and put away his valuables in his safe. He then heads out of Raptor's apartment. Wait, you stored...
Out.
It should be out 2.
That should be 2.
Oh, okay. Out to Raptor's apartment. I was like, wait, why are you storing it in
He's
his
not
apartment?
valuables at his place.
I mean, it's
Security.
Prepositions are important. Okay. When he gets there, Raptor notices the lobby cams are not picking Spectre up. They have him blurred and concealed. Raptor notes that he didn't know who he was looking for and may not have seen him.
If he didn't know who he was looking for, comma, he may not have seen him.
Understood. Thank you. They meet in the lobby, and Spectre calls Raptor by the code name Raptor. They move off to the side. Oh, so when we're not running, you can call me Nathan.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, Raptor. I'm like,
It was just funny without the context leading up to that. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, you can call me Saren. They head up to his condo. Bow chicka bow wow. Ray and Foxtrot scurry up. Fade to black. Ray and Foxtrot scurry out of there because they hear Lone Star on their way. They end up in another part of the city where Foxtrot says something, and Ray made a gnome pun after mishearing what Foxtrot said. A gnome popped up from the shop and is like, "What'd you say about gnomes?" I was kind of thinking more a garden gnome. A gnome working in an urban garden pips up. That's kind of racist. Ray and Foxtrot stumbled into Gnome Town. Unlike the sleek modern skyscrapers that dominate much of the city, the structures here are whimsical and quirky, with sloping roofs, round windows, and brightly colored facades. Many of the buildings are adorned with intricate carvings of gnomes and other mythical creatures, lending the area a distinct fairy tale-like quality. They get out of there and head to the bar for a drink. Ray still has a contract to meet with a Johnson in about 3 to 4 hours from now.
I need an editor. That's just all there is to it.
Just run it through ChatGPT.
Please don't.
We'll blame college brain on that one.
You know, that might actually not be a bad idea. It's starting to understand your characters a little bit more and more. As,
You just keep the conversation going. Oh,
yeah,
I think
I have one conversation for this game.
We should actually do that and see if it helps. Like after each session, then write a summary, then like feed it to it and see if it like learns what's going on.
I can tell you it has helped a little bit. However, because I started asking it a crap ton of Minecraft questions because I started a Minecraft thing, and I kept asking it about questions with specific mod packs, and sometimes it would remember and sometimes it wouldn't. So it was kind of hit or miss.
I was using it this weekend to help me write in. So I have an algorithm for this game. So like when you roll, like how Baharu has set up the like you can click max for effect and night, and max for like outcome. So I'm trying to set it up to where you can put an option on the general dice box that says favor effect or favor outcome. And so when you click roll, it will automatically figure out those dice, what's the best combination, and put them in there, understanding what you're favoring. And I was having a heck of a time writing it, so I asked ChatGPT. I was like, "This is what I'm trying to do," and I fed it like, "Here's the structure of everything I've got. How do I do this?" And it got me really close.
Yeah, it just doesn't understand nuances. I think it's better at debugging code than writing it. Because I've had to do that with some Python stuff. But anyways.
Okie doke. So, Spectre and Raptor make their way through a crowded lobby. Waves of advertising. Why'd the music stop?
I did not do it.
That's weird.
Probably.
I did not.
The fact that you're denying it makes it suspicious.
I just have to because I usually get blamed for stuff like this.
That's fair.
It's just a reflex.
Spectre and Raptor make their way through the crowded lobby. Waves of advertisements popping up. I'm losing my screens here. Okay. Popping up to help people plan their evenings. Stop it. Raptor's condo situated on the upper floors of the luxurious. A lot louder than I expected.
Oh, those are the ads. Okay.
The upper floors Raptor's condo is situated on the upper floors of a luxurious residential tower. The building's exterior glimmered in the pristine facade, a symbol of why so many big words. As they enter the lavish lobby, lined with marble floors and adorned with exquisite artwork, they couldn't help but feel the intruders of this world's wealth. The elevator whisked them upwards, ascending to the penthouse level where Raptor security awaited. It scans both of you in the elevator, and greetings, Nathan. I see you have one guest. Should we continue to your condo?
Correct.
The doors slide open, revealing a meticulously designed living space that blended modern technology with tasteful extravagance. Floor-to-ceiling windows offered breathtaking views of the city's glittering skyline, a reminder of the stark divide between the haves and the have-nots. What do you two do while you're there? It would help if where it worked.
I'm just kind of
Words is
looking
hard.
around, impressed. I'm like, wow, he's kind of living the life.
It is what it is.
All right. You must be making some good money from these jobs.
Eh,
I'm
got a little
dead to my
stuff on the
eyeballs.
would you like anything to drink?
What are the options?
What would you like?
Yeah, scotch on the rocks.
Sure. I'll go over to the wet bar and pour him a scotch on the rocks.
Tyron's kind of like, oh crap, I didn't actually have that. I don't drink scotch. But he doesn't say it, so he's just kind of like,
Tastes great.
Why'd I do this? Super slow slips.
yep.
I like to make my scotch last.
He's actually like secretly pouring a little bit out every time, not actually drinking it.
As the plant starts to die.
Mop droids are sliding by, cleaning up.
I quickly start to change the subject so he doesn't notice me avoiding drinking this. And I'm like, so, what do you got any ideas on how we can look into this? I mean, you seem to be a tech guy.
Into
Remember last time I was looking into, what's her name?
Help. Sorry, this was a while back.
Was it the doctor?
No, the teacher, right? No, it was the doctor. It was the doctor.
It was the doctor.
The doctor. Okay.
Yeah, the doctor and the scientist.
Doctor Who?
I was looking into it in the library, but they seem to not. No,
With pipe. Dr.
I
Felicia,
didn't know how to-
Doyle.
Felicia. But I didn't know how to work computers.
Right. I can put a search on that and let it run and see what I can find.
Yeah.
While we're waiting, I have a question for you, Saren. How much do you know about Foxtrot?
Not much. I think I've only worked with him these 2 missions, really. Maybe a couple times. Have we worked together multiple times outside of what you've done? Or no?
No.
Okay.
They don't know what
if, like-
happened with us yet, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
just make sure.
You know, aside from these,
I placed their characters on the screen. They weren't really there.
I was trying to remember. I'm pretty sure they. Well, I didn't know if we had talked to them yet or not. So.
no.
Gotcha.
Like aside from these past 2 missions, I mean, that's all I've really had with him. Why? Why do you ask?
I was just wondering, has he mentioned anyone by the name of Blackbird?
I gave him a confused look. No.
Okay.
You been looking into him? What's going on?
Just finding out who I'm working with. I mean, I checked for you too, and you're a ghost. I can find nothing on you,
Good.
which is weird.
Is it?
Because
I asked genuinely.
normally you have some kind of presence somewhere. You are a void.
I mean, I do try to stay out of technology and stuff, so I kind of expect to not have much of a digital presence.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's more than that or whatever, but
It's like someone was cleaning up behind you. Because
what?
those kids mentioned something about you from the blimp. Or the blimp. I'm doing it too. The blip. And when I
It's
looked
caught
into
on.
it, I couldn't find anything about you.
I mean, isn't the blip erased? Like, isn't that the point of the blip?
Within reason, but there should still be something prior to. Or possibly after. I can't find
I don't know.
anything of you. Which is very, very odd.
Not even like footage from that.
No photographs, no nada. You are a void in the system.
Sorry, out of context. When that news camera, those cameras, helicopters came in from that time we were in the park helping that kid.
Mhm.
Did that ever go on like TV or anything, or like get reported?
Briefly?
Yeah, briefly before somebody made the helicopter not do helicopter things anymore.
Okay, I don't know if they were like live streaming that, so I'm like, so then I asked him,
Most
like, was
likely
there
they were.
even records of that previous mission?
There was that. But unless no one would know who that is. Like, I can't find any information on you. No passports, no photographs, no driver's license, no anything.
Also, as you flip through that video, you have augmented reality, right?
Yes.
As like he mentions that your augmented reality triggers and it actually pulls up that news feed, and as it's flipping through there, like you don't know, the camera just seems to miss him.
Yeah, so just reviewing that footage, you were mysteriously vacant in that live stream also.
I mean, I do try and stay off the record, obviously. I mean, I don't have. It's kind of hard to live in the city with no money if you're constantly being tracked, or like people constantly know who you are. They're gonna wonder why you're doing what you're doing, but
Well, I mean,
I don't know if it goes to the extent that you're talking about.
But there's also retina scanning for ads and other things that prompt things, and you just, like I said, you are a void in all the data. Do you have any memories before, during, or after, like immediately after the blip?
Yes, not during the blip, but I mean, I remember everything before and after. So,
have you had any dealings with Ares technology?
if I did, I don't know. I just kind of honestly learned who they were like 2 days ago. As weird as that sounds.
Huh?
They're the guys with like the helmet as the logo, right?
Yes, the hoplite helmet.
Yeah. I mean, I guess thinking a while back, there was like, I don't know, I was helping out my kin. There was this guy trapped on a boat that was going to explode, and we saved him, and I saw like packages with that logo on it. I don't know if that's related, but aside from that, I don't know.
Your kin, are you in a clan?
Used to be. Have you heard of the Nightwalkers before? I asked questioningly.
Not off the top of my head, but
you have a like very brief moment of you're at the operating table, and
Me or him?
yes, and basically he says he's kind of going in and out of haziness, and he says the word Nightwalkers, and you look up at your friend, the one who asked you to help you with the gig, and he says to you, "We need to find more." That's it.
And that was a memory?
Yes.
I was on the operating table looking up at my friend. And
You
Pappy
don't
was there?
You don't remember any of this.
No, this was me.
I know, sorry, yeah, okay.
Looking down at you.
And he
And
looks
the
at
friend,
me.
so when
And
so
I look
when,
at him.
when Spectre says Nightwalkers, I get that memory.
Yes.
Okay.
Nah, I really haven't heard of them, but I see you look kind of elvish. So I didn't know if you were
I am. I'm
part
a
of
half elf.
that culture.
Yeah, I get that. Once upon a time, I
Okay.
was part of them. I say mysteriously, or vaguely. But enough about me. I mean, what's going on with you? You seem to have some business going on here. You've been doing a lot of research.
Enough with that small talk. Let's get down to business. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like to be informed, know who I'm dealing with. I really don't like
I mean,
walking
I
into
respect
places
that.
blind.
But
And I have the means to acquire the knowledge.
sure, I just didn't think I'd be coming here for an interrogation.
Oh no, just asking questions. I mean,
Okay.
I'd like to know who I'm working with. Build some trust. I mean, I've had some pretty bad crew members that sooner stab you in the back than help you.
Yeah. Last mission, right?
Excuse me, you guys were not the target, and I wasn't gonna hurt you. You were the one defending a friggin' murder or torture of children, so.
I've had my last crew was well, let's say I don't know, close to cyber zombies. They were so cybered out, their frontal lobes just didn't really work.
Yeah, I tend to avoid people like that in general. It could be some of them are good people, but
Unfortunately, it was a
hesitance.
contract I took, and not realizing that I was dealing with them. It's
Gotcha.
okay; they serve their purpose.
Must be tough being a big name like you.
Yeah, I'm not really a big name, but
I mean,
I've been in the
compared to
game for
me.
a while.
I'm just getting my foot in the ground still.
Matter of fact, I think that's when I first met Foxtrot.
Oh, you've known him for that long?
We were kind of on opposing sides.
What side was he on?
The opposite side.
Thank you for that information.
You're making me recall a thing I wrote.
He was working for another corporation that had adverse ideas from my contract.
Was he working as a runner for the corporation, or was he part of the corporation?
Yeah, he was trying to steal an asset from one corporation to another, and I was supposed to stop that.
All's fair in runners, you know. Can't we fault him for that?
He accomplished his goal, but so did I.
All right then.
So it was kind of a win-win situation for both of us.
What corporation was that? Because I assume it wasn't. Was it Ares? You brought that up earlier.
I'm not sure the company he was working for, but no, I was not working for Ares at the time.
At the time.
At the time.
Have you worked with them before?
On occasion.
I've heard they pay well.
Extremely.
Yeah.
But so do other corporations too.
Such as?
Well, I mean, depends on how dirty you want to get into your hands, but As Technology pays really well.
Yeah, they're a bit big name for me.
Yeah, but like I said, they pay well, but you
Not
really don't
really.
ask questions and you just do kind of what they want. Can't really be too squeamish.
Yeah, I'm not really in it for the money, though.
Hmm. Then what are you in it for?
I'll keep that to myself for now.
Fair enough. So yeah,
So-
I'll let the computer do its algorithm, and I'll see what we can get in a couple hours.
I recommend being extra careful. When I was at the library, people seemed quite suspicious after I left the computer, and I heard them talking that I was searching for these people, as if it was a taboo subject to research or something. So,
Well, here's the good thing is, I'm not at a public library with people staring at me.
sure, but I mean,
I can
maybe
do a
people
little
are
bit of
monitoring the I don't know how this works, but
anonymity.
it might be a sensitive topic to just go browsing. I'm sure you have your securities or whatever, but
Do you want to give
warning.
me a check for
Sure.
your search?
So I'll do, was it intuition or logic?
I believe it would be logic.
Logic.
Yep.
Hacking.
Your hacking should apply. Then you tell me which distinction you're using.
I'm going to use my engineering. And
Okay.
I'm going to spend a plot point to add investigation into my what's calls it.
While he's looking into this and slightly distracted, I slide the glass of scotch on the table and just kind of set it aside.
Monkey lover.
I'm buying it.
Hey,
Of course you would.
Hey, you get a plot point for it.
oh yeah, we got a plot point at the start, right?
Yep.
Does my effect die matter? Or is it just outcome?
Effect die does matter because there is a threshold that you're going to have to overcome with this.
For the difficulty or the... So I will spend another plot point to add
Oh, let
an
me
extra
build the
effects die.
let me build the difficulty. All right, so the effect itself is going to be 3d10 that you're going to have to take down.
Oof. With one roll?
I mean, no, you don't have to do it with one roll. This could be over time.
Okay.
Okay. You take down one of the d10, and your search algorithm begins. It's going to be going for quite some time.
No problem.
But basically, by taking down that effect, it covered any of your traces of searching for them.
Who were you searching for again? I'm sorry.
Dr. Felicia Doyle?
That was the other chick that was
The
collaborating with the child abuser, right? Okay. That you guys were rigorously defending, just saying.
Who's y'all?
I didn't say that word, I said you guys.
I'm a guy and you said you. So, I mean, who are you talking about?
Never mind.
Mm-hmm. All men.
I mean, yeah, it is. It keeps people alive. People that don't understand that, I feel like they look down the barrel of a gun to check the bullets.
I'm saying you said that other Y word that I won't say, but I will say you guys or use guys.
Y'all?
Yeah, that one. It's dirty. Ugh.
It is dirty. It's southern. Y'all.
I don't like the Ewans that they use up here, so I've been using y'all recently.
Usins.
I've been trying to be a little bit more gender neutral with when I refer to most people, and guys is just something I was raised on. But after listening to one of my bosses, I was like, yeah, you know what, you're right. So I've been trying to use like y'all.
Well,
and
South Florida, you
I
get
balanced it.
bruh, bruh, man, bruh.
The Southerns had it way before everyone else.
Even a pop or soda country up there.
Oh, the Southern
I don't know what they say over there. Over here, they still say Coke.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just
Yeah,
Coke for everything.
Coke is everything.
Yeah,
That's
everything.
weird.
Wow.
Even though there's more Pepsi products up here than there are Coke. Like
Correct.
Coke is something I expect in like Atlanta,
Right.
but
Everything is called a Coke.
yeah.
More Massachusetts, Boston, you get pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And over here is
my
pop.
dad always called it pop or soda pop. It's like,
Yeah, I haven't heard anybody over here call it pop, and I mean we're just like we spit and we hit mass.
yeah, you get the Coke. Hey, give me a Coke.
I'm still not used to land mass up here.
You said Coke.
3 hours I could drive from corner to corner of my state. 3 hours in Georgia, I'm still in Georgia.
Yeah, 4 hours in Florida, you're still in Florida.
Yeah, any direction from our house, the only 2 houses I lived at for most of my life, any direction, I'm still in the same state. All right.
I will put a ring out to Foxtrot.
Okay.
Ring.
I didn't know you two were that serious.
Ring.
Let me first catch up with them.
Okay.
You two are chilling out in a bar. Meanwhile, in a dimly bar nested in a rundown part of town, Ray and Foxtrot meet for a drink. The air is thick with the scent of alcohol and cigarette smoke. The murmur of conversations blending in with the tunes pouring from the jukebox. Ray sat with an air of quiet confidence. What? Oh, I didn't remember that part. Her eyes scanning the room, aware of the shadows and hidden intuition. This is a great place to talk. You have to lean in, and the noise prevents even people with the highest quality of cyber ears from listening in.
To recap, did Foxtrot get swept under the car? Or did he get like grazed by a bullet in his side?
I don't think you went under the car. I think you got grazed as you were getting like knocked away from the guy on top of it.
Yeah, like tumbled over to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
That's right. Then I got underneath the car. Yeah, that's what happened. I remember now. Yeah. Okay.
You feeling okay?
Foxtrot's like he's trying not to show pain, just to keep a cover. He's like just kind of grunts and just holds his side and he's like, let's just
It's just a flesh wound.
let's get to the booth. I need a drink.
I will go find a booth and I'll wave over one of the waitresses or something. Can I? So I think I had tried to heal him last time without much effect. Can I try and do that again? Do you still have that effect?
Maybe.
Didn't you have some sort of like damage or what is that thing called?
Yeah.
Trying to pull you up.
I had a physical stress of 6 on me.
I mean, it's just physical stress. You're fine. You're a little injured, but you're fine. You'll heal that soon. So stress is more like exhaustion rather than like actual physical wounds.
Like, I guess
Okay.
physical wounds would be like trauma.
I'm sorry?
Like actual physical wounds, I guess, would be like trauma.
Correct.
Okay.
So like, yeah, this is like, this is just your.
So he just needs a
your
drink and he'll
would
be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some pain, but this will heal. Yeah.
Every scene, you will heal another level.
Yeah.
Where trauma, you need some time to heal.
Yeah, or like an actual like procedure. Yeah.
Yeah. A back to tank. So yeah. What do you two do while you're here?
So Foxtrot opens up, is like, so I thought I heard those guys say something to you. What was it?
They basically told me that you sent them after me. So what's up with that?
Foxtrot's like just like looks like dumbfounded, like that makes absolutely no sense.
I mean, I didn't believe them, but I think they said specifically that I could thank you for their services. So you don't have any idea.
Thanked him yet.
Well, I wasn't going to. I don't know if you want to get shot at. It's not my favorite pastime.
Foxtrot's trying to rack his brains, like I don't know if it's a cover up or someone's trying to get to me, but this is they're certainly trying to get my attention, I think.
Was there like any identifying marks or anything on like the van or anything that they were wearing or anything like that, James?
No, not really. It was kind of a plain van. Purposely set that way, just to kind of blend in. The idea was that they should be able to do that, be able to drive off and retract in the gun, and then kind of be non-noticeable in a sea of cars.
Although, why would they have bothered telling me that it was from you if they actually intended on killing me?
Good question.
It's a catch line.
I mean, it might be. It might be, like a villain explaining his plan, ahead of time. Can't help it.
Always be monologuing,
yeah. Rail order a virgin Long Island iced tea. So they just ring her iced tea.
That's Coke. That's Coke. You're like, this isn't tea at all.
I actually really want to do that now and just see what they say. She'll do that, and Foxtrot will just be kind of like, what? Ray doesn't drink because she has to always be prepared.
Is there anything you two want to try to figure out between each other while in here?
I mean, aside from confirming that he doesn't actually want to try and kill me, no, Ray's good.
Okay.
That you think.
Foxtrot was like, well, I was on my way to see you to discuss, some parts of our previous missions, but I think we have bigger priorities now, so.
I mean, there's nothing we can really do at this point, right? We can't figure out who they are. We don't have any other info. I mean, at most we could try and see if there are any cameras in the area and like look up history or something, but you may as well ask me is what I'm saying.
Yeah, at this point I think I'm gonna have to get out of the services of a close associate, try and help us figure out what's going on here. So.
Do you have anybody in mind?
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh. I'd rather not discuss his identity. Let's say he's a friend.
Yeah, I don't need to know the details. Just want to know if you have somebody.
Yeah. If anyone can help us find what's going on, he can. So.
Alright, well I will leave that in your hands. Let me know if you need anything from me.
So I'm going to need from you, Foxtrot.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a willpower. Maybe influence, maybe rapport. I don't know. This is kind of a social thing. I don't have a good social skill for that. I do need to apologize in advance. Next game, I'm probably going to have you true up on your social skills again. I'm curious if I actually have something that would work better in the new skill list.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah,
Just
I
out of
do.
curiosity.
I have something. Basically, he's about to be intimidated.
Would that not
We
be
had something
composure?
for that.
Oh, composure. Composure actually makes more sense. Yes, so it'd be composure, but I can't find a good skill to use.
Or
I see what you're saying.
Influence.
What'd you say, Pappy?
Either rapport or influence.
I would say
Yeah.
influence, but yeah, I
Yeah.
agree that it's nothing that really fits with that.
Yeah, if you look on the Fantasy Grounds design, you can see a preview of the new skills. Definitely, empathy would have been a good one here. Oh well.
You could.
Yeah, so pick either rapport or influence, and then whatever distinction that you want.
Okey-doke.
Hold on, let me set the difficulty.
Buy
You can purchase a hitch if you want to.
Did you mean to pull up that picture, James?
Yep.
Okay.
I will buy it.
Okay.
Sorry. Out of context. Did Raptor bring up Blackbird when I was there? The name
Yeah, he
sounds
did.
very familiar. Okay. I have very short memory.
When buying a hitch, I can add a generic D6 right to this roll for using that.
No. So purchasing a hitch, you can use that in future rolls. You don't actually receive any of the benefits until the end. Neither do I.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, do you have the cheat sheet open?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reopen it up. It's in permalinks, right?
Yeah. I should do the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can create an asset. You can step up and create an asset or a complication. You can step up or down, or you could step up or down an asset or complication.
Sorry, what would complication be in this instance?
Like your stresses or complications.
Okay.
Or if you had any like additions or trauma.
Yeah, I'm gonna step down my stressor.
Or you can add like an asset to the scene of like,
Right.
I don't know, like if you wanted crowded, so you can utilize that to your advantage later.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I've taken enough sips of whiskey to try and numb the pain of the grazed bullet, so I'm gonna take down my stressor on one with my physical.
Okay.
All right, and then roll.
Yep. And you see him sitting at the bar, staring out at you. And I will go ahead and purchase that hitch.
Great. Not the best.
No, not the best at all. Okay. Take a D8 social stress. You see
that whiskey not sitting
Foxtrot
well with you?
basically go like a little pale.
Is that a bad vintage, or do whiskeys have vintages? I don't actually know.
You see him take a long drag, and he looks out at you, and once you make eye contact, he nods at you. And that's kind of all he needed to just kind of...
When you say you,
signal
are
to
you're referring to Foxtrot, right?
Foxtrot.
Okay,
Mhm.
sorry.
And that's kind of all he needed to do, to just kind of let you know he's preying on you.
Is he a social vampire?
Werewolves, not sway wolves. Alright, well, at that point, Foxtrot firmly but calmly, just under his breath, is like, we need to go.
Is it that bad?
Stay calm and just follow me out.
I'm always calm, but okay. Do you want me to go pay your tab real quick?
Sure.
Okay. I'll meet you at the door.
There's not much of a go pay. You pretty much pop it up on your AR.
Okay.
And you select what portions of the table is yours. If you want to grab it all, you can, and you click it.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get it all.
So yeah, you start taking care of that as you two are starting to head out.
Ray will lean over and grab her sword from the booth.
Yeah, did you have to turn in anything? You probably did.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, no, I was talking to Foxtrot. You probably had to turn in something. What is the item you have to retrieve?
Oh, like what weapon? Like my silenced pistol, probably. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you grab that back, check it, and you make your way out. Both of you give me a perception check.
What is the attribute for that? I'm sorry, that's probably on the cheat sheet, isn't it? One sec.
I'm not exactly sure I have that exact one on the cheat sheet, but basically it's going to be a intuition, perception, and then you tell me the distinction that you're using.
Well, he told me to keep calm, so I'll use my calm quiet one.
Okay.
What's the skills that have additional description on them called? That can possibly use double
Specialties.
Specialties.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use my perception specialty for this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hyper aware at this point, like.
Though I do need you to explain to me, what does Third Eye Blind mean for your character? I mean, do you recognize that music group like immediately?
No, it's just a way of saying, you know, in times of acute stress, that I almost get a what's the word I'm looking for?
Like a sixth sense?
Yeah, almost like a sixth sense, almost like a savant type state, where I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, just hyper aware of everything around.
Sure.
All right. I'll definitely use spy as my distinction.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it. Excellent. As you're heading out of the club, you take a moment as you grab your gun and you peek back in through the doors. You see that Blackbird has signaled a couple people to start following, and just random spots in there. It just seemed like one guy was sitting there on what appeared to be a date. He just stands up and walks away from her, and then another one of the waiters, they go ahead and set down their tray and they start walking towards the door. As you're outside and you're starting to make your way through the streets, the streets are crowded. It's starting to get dark outside. The neon lights are lighting up the roads and the tops of cars and flashing by as buses and other railways come streaming down the street. You notice that those aren't the only two. There's more out here, and you might hear a small humming of a drone in the upper skies. What do you do?
Am I noticing any of this? Because I got a substantially lower score.
Does Foxtrot have enough time to kind of like point out to Ray what's going on?
Yeah, how do you point it out?
Kind of Foxtrot under his breath, like he just gets really close to Ray and is like, I don't know, like not like I don't use like cliche language like on your six or whatever, but like just tell her like specific positions relative to her, like people are where people are at. Like I think we're being followed. Kind of advise her to, the next alleyway. I think we're outnumbered. I don't think we can take this fight, so I think we need to make a run for it.
Okay.
Yeah. On my mark. 3, 2, 1, go.
Give me a agility, athletics, and whatever distinction it is that you're using roll.
Can I go ahead and activate my armor?
Absolutely. You may purchase that if you want to.
I would like to, yes. Because for some reason I feel like I might need it.
Alright. You should hold up for me to actually spit this out before. Okay, so how this is going to work is you're in a chase scene. Whoever gets to basically, I am trying to take your effect, which is a which is 3d10. You're trying to take my effect, which is going to be 3d10, and I'm trying to knock off. Whoever knocks off first wins the chase. So right now, you two rolled. Foxtrot got a 10, so that didn't beat the difficulty. Nerdbird. Why didn't these names actually put your characters?
It's only with those out. Anytime that there is a selected outcome, it uses our login names to Fantasy Grounds instead of our character names.
That's weird.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's the only time that I've noticed it. So I don't know if it's different in the code there, or what. But yeah.
I think I might have. I didn't know this was a bug, but I think I might have accidentally fixed it in the next release.
Okay.
But okay, so sorry that throws me because I'm sitting there going, that's how I usually say your names. I look at your rolls and I. But okay, anyways, Foxtrot and Ray, you didn't beat the 13, so I'm tacking off 1 d10 from you all. I'll open up a notepad so we can keep track of this.
I have to beat a 13?
Yes.
So if I tie with you, it doesn't count?
The system is a beat it system.
So when are we opposed? So basically, we always have to beat you, but you never have to beat us.
You always have to beat the difficulty. So when you attack, you set the difficulty, and then I have to beat that.
So because they are chasing us, we have to beat their difficulty.
They started the chase, so they're setting the attack, which sets the difficulty.
Well, fuck that. We should chase them. Okay, I'm with you now.
Do we need to both roll two d10s right now?
No, he just... Go ahead.
Oh, he'll do it. He'll do it. Okay.
Right. Yep. So I'm marking it to keep track in here. All right. So that was round 1. As you guys are starting to make your run, keep in mind you can set aspects. You can spend PP to create things in the scene to help you.
I mean, I only have one PP left, so.
I have 0 PP right now. So.
Yeah.
Did you both gain at the very beginning?
Yeah.
And also,
I only had one at the beginning, so.
When I purchased your hitches, did you also take PP for that?
I haven't had any hitches yet. Surprisingly.
Okay. Foxtrot, you've had 2 of them, and I purchased them.
We purchased both? Okay. Never mind then. And we get one at the beginning of each scene. Alright, sorry.
No. At the beginning of the game, you get 1.
Okay, sorry. So I have 2 each. I have 2 PP right now. Alright.
Yes. So yeah, be sure to utilize those to...
when you said aspects, what do you mean by aspect? I'm sorry.
Assets. Sorry. Fate is actually who developed this whole concept, and they called it aspect, and I'll never be able to lose that name. But like, you'll be able to add things to the scene, like you're running down an alleyway, so like you want debris or you want shadows.
But doesn't that cost PP?
Yeah, but that's it. I'm just saying, like, you can use PP to bring these things into being, so you can utilize them in your roles to help you.
Okay. All right, round 2.
So if you need PP, you can, don't forget, lower your distinction if you really want to.
Yep. Yeah, all your distinctions have that that special effect where you could roll a d4 instead, so you can gain a PP. So hurts you in the short run, but helps you in the long run.
Okay. Well, we're already 1 out of 3 down, so I don't think there's much of a long run left. Are we rolling again?
Yep. Let me go ahead and set the difficulty.
Can I go ahead and use
not a good difficulty?
Well, never mind then.
Don't forget, by beating this, you're, like, if you want to spend stuff to actually get you even higher, you're trying to take down 3d10 effects from me.
So it's first to take down all 3.
Yep.
Okay, so not necessarily 3 rounds. Gotcha.
Yeah, the difficulty is not high at all.
Wait.
The difficulty is
1.
5. No, the difficulty is a 5.
Where?
The 1 was my hitch, so you can purchase that hitch.
Do you want it?
Oh no, you go ahead. I barely have anything.
I'm actually not going to buy it, but I'm going to go ahead and use a PP to bring in my chameleon suit to the scene. Try and turn it on while I'm running.
Okay.
Alright. So this is another athletics agility roll. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I just rolled again. God damn.
Did you mean to roll? Sorry, you had the 13.
Yeah, I thought you set another difficulty already. I thought we were on to the next round.
No, we're still on second round. So what are you doing with this, Foxtrot? What are you doing with this?
With this roll?
Yes. Sorry. You said you were spending some PP to doing your chameleon suit, so you're just trying to do this or like stealthy?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like, hide my presence while we're running. So.
Okay. Yeah. So as you start running, you're keeping up with him just fine. You're able to still see him because you know where he's at, and also you got a 13. This isn't good running music.
Wait, no, the one before was good.
Ray got 13. I got a 10 again.
Yeah, but you only had to beat a 5.
Right.
Stop all music.
Oh no, it's like that one time
Overlaying, yeah.
when it started.
All right, so, yeah, so you start running, you start getting in, like, yeah, shaping in with the walls and the shadows. You guys hear some, spray gunfire, coming your way, and, as this, like, drone comes flying down overhead and passes both of you. It rips up the ground, and you see some ricochets off the wall. But you hear two motorcycles turn and start heading down the alleyway. So you both beat them well, and you both got a D10. So yeah.
We're tied.
Knocks them down. All right.
2-2. 1-1.
Third round.
They're punchy.
Go ahead and add that.
Alright.
Okay. And
Did you just turn up the volume or something? Everything's got really loud.
What? No.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
didn't.
I didn't do anything.
Was it just a whistle?
A confession.
Well then.
Sir, that is unacceptable.
It's pretty much Doom. Used a lot of Doom there. Alright.
18.
Son of a...
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Oh. Yeah, I'm buying that. You get a PP for that.
Are you buying mine too, or just his?
Oh yeah, totally buy yours. I didn't see it.
That's because I rolled it up before you set the difficulty.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yep, totally.
So I'm being honest. You're welcome.
It now says in red letters, "Hitch alert," so it's easier to see.
It doesn't say it in red for me.
No. I'm sorry. And then update. It says "Hitch alert" in red
Oh,
letters.
okay.
I wish it was ready, but it's just not. All right, so I'm buying those hitches. I'm actually going to purchase it, and I am I'm gonna up the physical stress on both of you by 1 instead of actually have it for my Doom pool.
How do I add that? I've actually never had to add that on my character.
So where your stress is,
Yeah.
just click one of them. It will go up by 1 each time. But basically you'll click
Okay.
the D4 to highlight that.
Okay.
I
blame you for this.
And so the drones come by again, and they fire off, and some bullets ricochet. Some of them actually kind of graze both of you, but basically, like both of you are having to dive out of the way. You're getting scraped up on the ground. You get up and start running again, and lose another X. And
make it to a game 5.
as you're about to go ahead and give me let me go ahead and set the difficulties. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna utilize that. I'm gonna use Alright, there's the difficulty.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a plot point to add I guess a obstacle complication to this alleyway, like like jumping over a bunch of like large trash and then kind of like pushing it back to try and create like an obstacle.
Well, yeah, if they're on motorcycles too,
Oh yeah.
it gets in their way more maybe.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so spending one of those, you could create a D8 asset on the scene. Be sure to utilize that when you're rolling to dodge from them in future. As your suit kicks in again, you have a very old school cell phone ring set up on your phone. You're getting a call.
Yeah.
So,
can I see who it's from?
Yeah, you have augmented reality, right?
Yeah, but like, do I have enough time to notice it?
Yeah, no. Your augmented reality pops up. Incoming call from Raptor.
I answered quickly and it's like, not a good time. Can I call you back?
You're hearing drones.
There's a hit on you.
You're hearing drones and gunshots going.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
Yeah, you pissed off the wrong guy, I see. Where you at?
I think they found us, so...
Where are you located?
Can I give them, like
Yeah, no, you could just... Yeah, you could say send my location.
Yeah, I'm, like, seeing my location, I'm with Ray. We're under heavy fire.
Raptor just does the find my iPhone thing.
Okay, I'll hang up with them. Click. Saren, we have to go.
I kind of overheard the conversation, so I'm like,
You're not going to get there in time physically. You could get there in time.
Yeah.
Matrixly.
Yes.
That's a word now.
how far
I
are they?
don't think
Do we know?
Saren
Like,
does
from our
the
place?
Matrix so good.
They're kind of far away. There's no way that you would get there in time.
Okay.
No, we can still head that direction though. Well, actually, I don't trust
I
him.
mean, you got a car.
Can he
So
not
to-
teleport himself?
To
Can you
go
do
into
some
the
sort of
Matrix,
shadow
you have to be,
teleport?
like, hooked into something, or is it like he can do that on the way?
I could do it on the mobile.
You can kind of do that on the mobile. You can do it via VR gear. I don't know. You tell me how you want to access this. Physically, they'll be dead by the time you get there. I mean,
Okay.
they might be okay by the time you get there.
But like, is it like a 10-minute ride there, or is it
Well,
like
they're
a half
going-
hour?
This is a half hour.
Okay.
Should use my best judgment. Should we start moving physically?
I mean, I can start heading out myself if you want to be here, but it might take a bit. I don't know if it's gonna really matter at that point.
James?
Hmm.
Would it be prudent to start heading out or no?
I mean, 30 minutes. A combat takes less than a minute most of the time.
Okay. No problem. Then I'll just jump. Then I'll just tell Saren to hold tight. And I will VR this shit.
Okay.
Just be like, watch my body.
My VR avatar is a plague doctor.
Okay.
Of course it is.
That's cool. Yeah, so you log
tall, very skinny, gaunt plague doctor shrouded in shadows.
Dr. Hackerman.
That's kind of cool.
Does he still have like the traditional like mask, or is it more like?
So the mask is actually like a crow skull per se.
Okay, I was gonna ask if it was more bird-like or something.
More bird-like, yes.
Cool.
So it's like a skeletal bird, but still a plague mask-esque.
Gotcha.
Is your dial-up sound?
Yes, she did.
And people still like comprehend what's going on in the real world when they're in the Matrix, or is it like they're totally there?
It depends on like how deep are you entering.
I am full diving.
Okay, so yeah.
Instead of doing reality, I'm doing VR full dive.
Okay, so yeah, you walk over to, like as you're walking over, you give your command to your apartment, and this like blue gate opens up from the ground. It's mostly holographic, and as you step inside, you put your hands into. It looks like you're just pushing them into the air, but you're reaching into the VR. Or these like holodeck gloves, and then basically a helmet forms up around you, and you reach in, and your complete persona changes. You're going through like this different like feeling of like how the world should look.
Ultimate cosmic power.
Then all of a sudden these lights come flying at you, and you start zooming, and you're bouncing off of like dashboard cameras of cars, and off of stoplight cameras, banks, and all these things as you're flying down the streets, and feeling almost like Neo, just flapping in the wind. You land in the middle of all of this commotion, as you're seeing your party getting shot at and stuff. There's people on these electric drone bikes. There's drones in the air. They're also using different radio communications to plan their assaults between them. Give me a perception check. This would be it could be intuition, or it can be logic, and you're able to add in your cracking but not hacking with your perception.
Perception? There is no perception.
I don't believe you have a 0 perception.
I do have a 0 perception.
That's not possible.
But I don't know why. It should be what, 4?
Yeah,
It should be at minimum 4.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. It's all your fault, James.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Enchanting is 0, and Bioware is 0, and Sorcery is 0. Rapport is 4.
Mm-hmm.
While he's kind of like in the Matrix, I'm just kind of like mesmerized because I'm not sure what's going on. I just kind of like see him going like this. So I'm just kind of like waving my arms in between. I'm like, "You there?"
Really?
I'll buy it.
As long as you don't start whispering like ciphered Trinity, I think you're okay.
You would buy that, wouldn't you?
Realize the Blackbird picture looks like an older Adam Jensen. I don't know if anyone's seen it. Deus Ex or not.
Looks like older what?
Adam Jensen, main character in Deus Ex series. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So with a 10, you're able to spot that there are snipers that were plotted on rooftops, but they're going a different direction now because it looked like they were planning on them heading down the street or getting away in like a taxi or some kind of car. So now they're trying to run and realign to take them out at a different intersection.
I'd like to hijack one of the drones.
Okay. So all three of you give me your roles for what you're doing. You two obviously for running, and then Pappy for you. Let me go ahead and set the difficulty.
Oh wait, so just to double check, your roll 12 we beat with 16 and 17, so that should put us tied at two d10s apiece, right? So this is the fifth roll. I feel like that got lost.
Yes.
Wait, I thought I took down one more of yours.
You did.
No, you gave us physical stress.
No, I gave you physical stress instead of putting those dice into my pool.
Oh.
I still beat you on the roll though.
Oh.
So you guys roll 2 hitches, and I purchased them, and I can either put them into my Doom pool, or I can make aspects or conditions with them. I chose to make conditions with them and give you 2 conditions.
Wait, so you can do conditions immediately?
You can, yeah, but I don't get to utilize those conditions until next turn. So I can't. The benefit of conditions is that I can add those to my roll.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I am doing. I'm going to.
Can you use that to take people out? Like, if they roll a hitch, can I step up your condition to a 12 and you're gone?
If you take it past a 12.
Or from a 12 up, okay.
Mm-hmm.
James, I'm assuming you can see on your end what our stress is through our sheet, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't need to tell you basically what die I'm at for stress?
No.
Okay.
It's a pain in the butt right now, but it'll be better.
Okay.
Getting there.
So what was the roll that you rolled?
Sorry,
a 12?
I'm setting a difficulty now.
Okay. I just felt like a roll got kind of like lost when you made when the call came in.
No, so that was happening. That was happening in turn, or I guess in turn 3.
That was roll 4 though, actually.
Was it turn 4? Okay, turn 4. That was happening in this round right now. That was happening at the beginning of this point. We resolved the last one, which I gave you 2 the stress, and I took away one of your X's. So you're at 1 X, I'm at 2.
Yeah, but we
rolled already for this.
Yeah,
so
we rolled already for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a 16 and he got a 17 to beat your 12.
Well, yeah, you already rolled for it as well. That's what I was confused about.
Oh, I didn't realize I rolled already.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the phone scene roll.
Okay, I'll take it. I guess you're trying to just beat a 12 now.
No. You're still rolling the difficulty for this one. We're just saying.
Oh, am I?
We should be tied at 2 and 2.
Yeah, we're tied at 2 and 2.
So,
wasn't
so
there
the
one round where he
difficulty.
beat both of you? So wouldn't that take away 2? Or
Okay.
am I not understand?
What am I rolling for, James?
Okay, you're rolling. Well, it depends. What are you trying to do in the scene to help them?
I would like to take control of the drones and start taking out snipers.
Okay. Here's the difficulty for this round.
Fuck. Spend a flat point. Add an extra die. Fucker.
That applies for all of us. Okay.
Sorry, I'm. Difficulty's 14.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Of fucking course it is. God fuck damn shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, buy it. Okay, both of you guys get 16. 11.
Yeah.
Alright. The 16s beat the 14. So I am now down to 1x, or 1d10 effect.
Actually, Bahar brings up a good point though, is our pool like a collective, or Okay.
I'm taking the best out of you three.
Okay.
Wait, so shouldn't you both now be? Shouldn't you be out of the 3d10 because it's like first to 3, right? This is the 5th roll.
We were tied at 2.
Right, 2 and 2. And this is the 5th roll.
On this roll, you guys now won, so you're removing one of the effects. Nobody actually beat the effect, but 2 of you beat the outcomes, and so you reduced it, and I'm allowing it to reduce twice, so I'm just taking one of the 10s off.
Oh, I'm sorry, I guess I got confused.
I'm still incredibly
I'm
confused
very
then.
confused.
'Cause when you explained the chase, I thought it was like just like we both have 3 d10 dice, and the first to take all 3 off.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, but
this is
you haven't done anything in this round that actually removes a full d10, but 2 of you matched my d10s. 2 of you beat the outcome, and you matched the d10 difficulty. So
I'm with you now.
So
Okay.
the first one reduces his D10 to a D8, and the other D10 beats it. Essentially.
yes.
okay. All right.
I'm still a little hazy on it, but I'd rather get through the scene than and we can rehash later.
Okay. I'll try to write out this is how that combat went, if I could try to remember.
That would be
Otherwise,
helpful.
I'll just make up how the scene went. But
That's good.
okay, and so this is round N+1.
So wait, does what does Pappy's thing look like? So I can get an idea of that, because I was too focused on making sure I was rolling
I'm
right.
sorry.
You're fine.
I was more concerned about getting the numbers correct, and I forgot to say, okay, what happened? How did this look? So yeah, you two are running. Pappy, you're doing the net thing. They're chasing you with the drones. Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
As like the drone's flying and shooting at him, it abruptly kind of like it stumbles, steps, and kind of drops, picks back up, rotates slightly, and starts rooftop this strafing as it flies sideways.
Nice.
Keep putting the snipers at bay and keeping them down.
Yeah, and so as it's doing that, it's starting to, like, you're seeing the bullets ricochet off the ground and heading out towards one of the snipers as he's running. He's like, oh shit! And he dives and jumps behind one of those doorways that leads into the stairwell to head into the building. And he's staying on the other side of it as it's just going around and spinning around the doorway, trying to catch up to him. Ray.
Do Foxtrot, I have chocolate in my mouth.
Foxtrot.
The one of the bikers gets kind of dangerously close to Ray. Since I'm in chameleon suit, it's easier for them to go after her. As soon as they get pretty close to her, like 5 feet away, I kind of like, do like a 360 jump in the air, like, and then take a shot with my pistol at one of the tires.
Okay.
Just yeah. And
He did the spin move. He did the spin move.
360 no scope.
All right, Ray.
Yeah, so as they're running, I guess she ends up for some reason not noticing some, like, I don't know, refuse in the alleyway, and ends up like kind of like slipping on it, and her foot kind of comes out from her a little bit, and that's when the motorcycle starts catching up to her or whatever. But Buckstrut distracts him enough that she's able to kind of regain her footing and keep going.
Awesome. Yeah, and then like as you you see that happening, and like he spins, he shoots, it hits the back tire, and the bike goes spinning sideways. You're able to jump up over, step off the bike, jump over, and as you keep running, you start seeing that like the bike was just going, and it was trying to build up speed, and so it's just ricocheting off the walls behind you. Round N+1. Let's roll.
Fight!
Fight?
Oh.
You got to it first. Does anyone want to buy the hitch?
Sure.
Hiya. You know, what do you think? No, good.
One more.
Good. I'm not doing so hot, you guys.
We got you.
Yeah, I'll buy the hitch. I'll buy the hitch, James.
Okay.
I will add an asset, a D6 asset.
You have no
Oh,
tail.
okay.
Flying bullets.
Oh.
I swear it's still attached.
Oh.
I know. It's still there. It's still there.
With the drone going crazy, firing all over the place. Flying bullets.
Oh, yes. Nice. Okay,
Oh,
and
sorry,
then
hail of bullets.
hail of bullets. Okay, and anybody's able to add that D8 hail of bullets to their future rolls.
And it's one D6 per turn, not per person,
And-
right?
Yeah.
I see your shadow just a little bit.
No, each person can utilize it.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Second, be right back.
And then, yeah. Hopefully you've been using those other aspects that's been set up as well.
Where are they at?
Hopefully you all been recording down
all of
the
us?
aspects that have been setting up. Yes.
Well, I mean, I haven't set up any aspects this
So,
scene.
distracted.
Yeah, I know Daniel set up one.
That's the car?
Yeah, the trash obstruction.
I thought that was just a one-time use one, though.
Mm-mm.
So
No,
where
they're
do
set
we-
for the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not been doing that. That would probably help a lot. Can I add a
Yeah, so if you pick up the die and you add it to the reroll section that's on the thing.
Well, I already
Oh, goodness.
submitted my roll.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you want me to just do it
I'll help you.
do it starting next turn?
sure.
So, wait, we have a D8
Well,
and a
really,
D6?
It's possible that you guys might get out of this turn, but yeah, you should have a D8 and D6 right now.
Okay. So I can just click and drag those into the extra dice, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I am going to keep the drone going crazy. I'm going to try to hijack one of these drone bikes.
Okay.
So I'm going to do the hacking, cracking, rigmaroles. So difficulty is 14. Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't have very high dice rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spend another plot point. Add another effect die.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually added an extra effect die to my roll, so I went ahead and just spent the PP for it. Sorry about that. Didn't announce that.
Okay. Did you get over 14?
Yeah, got the 18 with it.
Okay.
I failed again. I got a 10.
Okay. Anybody rolling
Don't you
hitches?
laugh at me, Pappy. I didn't roll the extra dice. I didn't know that that was a persistent thing. I thought they were a one-time use thing.
That's fair. Did anybody roll any hitches?
I blessedly no, not this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy, let me know when you roll because I'm not physically
I
there.
did.
Oh, okay.
I got a 16 outcome, or 16 outcome, and then 2 D10 for effects.
Okay. So yeah. Let's start this time with Ray. What did you do for this round?
You guys both succeed. I don't know. I would probably need to see what they do to try and figure out how I failed and they saved my ass again.
Okay. Foxtrot, what did you do?
So for like the remaining agents or whatever that are following us. I tried to like, I'm not sure if this is possible, but like turn on or turn off the chameleon suit like in certain patches to try and create like the shimmer effect, to try and like blind the people behind us. Kind of like a patchwork of.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah, of like chromatic, like just not aberration, but like just something to try and blind them with.
Gotcha. Yeah. So, you start triggering that effect, and basically one of the snipers comes sliding down the one of those like fall away ladders, and he comes sliding down to the ground, and he turns to shoot, and like basically it kind of blinds him, and he shoots, and it just kind of aims wide. But in doing that, he doesn't notice that the other bike was just about to pass at that time, and flips him over, takes him flat out.
That's actually probably why Ray failed, is that as he like flips over or whatever, it starts sliding at her, and it like just catches like her ankle or something.
Yeah.
She's having a rough day.
Sorry, how much did you fail by? What'd you fail?
I got a 10. The difficulty was 14.
Okay.
So
and
not
what was
like
your effect die?
my effect die was
D10.
a 10. Yeah, D10. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. It clips you, knocks you over, and then like as you're about to get up, you get blinded by this chameleon suit that's flashing all over the place.
Like, oh god, turn that off, Foxtrot.
Raptor, what do you do?
The second bike that's going there, basically as the guy like goes a steer, it don't happen. It directly descends straight downwards.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, basically, you float up to where the position of the bike is, and you basically grab a hold of it like you're piloting it, and so you're flying with them, and then finally like it's kind of almost like you're putting pieces together, like almost a puzzle. Like the bike is there, but it's not correctly in place, and so you're having to shift and get until it makes the formation of the handlebars, and then they become like solid, so you can grab onto them. And back of the room, Spectre, that's what you see. Basically, you see him get almost into this like hunch position, like the holographics wrap around his body and lift him up and put him like he's actually on a bike. And
Are these like physical holograms? How does this work? From my perspective.
It's kind of like a like Tony Stark's holodeck. He can actually physically manipulate those objects, and like they have weight to them.
Okay.
Like he can actually.
Can I see the objects though? Can I see like the hologram?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a little bit funny shaped to you because you're on the outside, but yeah, you can kind of make out what they are. And then the handlebars get physically put together, and so you grab onto it, and then as he turns, you just hold them steady, and like you can see in the real world as the handlebars are turning, but you're still holding them flat, and then you aim it down, and he goes crashing straight into the ground.
Whoops.
Wasn't me. Did he sense that I did that, or was you just like think that he crashed?
I mean, you might be able to make that out. I don't see any reason why that would be hidden from you. Like it looks like something happened. It crashed, and he kind of rolls out, and he kind of stands back up.
Oh, I said oops too. I was like, oops.
And that's all the people.
Cool. Then I will jump out of VR and go back to my luxury apartment.
Wait, so you're not even gonna like call Foxtrot back to check up on him?
Oh, I am. I'm getting back.
What is the process for getting back? Is it like the reverse of getting into it, or?
I guess like it probably like folds away, like reshapes, so he can just step out of it.
Okay.
So there's no like jacking in or jacking out process at the back of the neck.
Oh no, it's not like the Matrix.
No, I'm wireless.
Though there is this, like, they do make this jack that is for like the side of the head. It's to store data.
I do have a modified jack that I'm using for my control rig.
Okay.
But it's the control rig is part of the jack.
Gotcha.
Who's this Jack you keep talking about?
So if I have to, I can use it to jack into a vehicle manually if it doesn't have wireless.
Gotcha. Yeah, you jack into physical objects, you jill into the internet.
Ah, okay, thank you.
I turned to Raptor. I'm like, so everything all set?
Yeah, we help him get away.
Okay. Do you want to go check up on him, or
Sure.
we're just
Give
gonna?
him a call real quick.
Okay.
Ring, 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 ring.
Spectre's like, I meant in person.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't know where they're going. I have a meeting place.
We gotta know where to meet up. Like, yeah.
Ring,
Yeah,
ring,
I
ring.
just assumed he had his GPS coordinates. Yeah, he had to. Yeah, you sent them, right?
Yeah, but how hard is it to follow someone you don't know where they're going?
Like, you guys don't know we're meeting you, so like you're probably
Yeah,
going
but
another place.
I'll give you my GPS and my person. Isn't like a continual like ping if I allow it, or
Sure.
I
Okay,
guess. We're just,
we're
like,
doing
meet up
another
at a
chase,
place.
James.
No,
Sorry?
We're doing another chase. We're trying to catch them this
I
time.
gotta chase him down.
Yeah, I mean, but he rings through. Do you answer?
Foxtrot kind of just like takes a while to catch his breath and then finally answers. Whew. I'm assuming some of that shenanigans was you guys? Was it you?
Yeah, I had a hand in that one.
Much appreciated.
That's the best I can do at that short time.
I was like, give me some credit.
Where are you guys heading so we can meet you there?
Do you want to alert them that there was still a sniper up on the roof?
Oh yeah, there's still a sniper on the roof.
Oh yeah. By the way.
He's being covered by the drone per se, but yeah, he's still there.
You hear a few bullets going off from the drone, and then you hear a guy fall off the roof and slam down to the ground.
Sorry, check that. Was a sniper.
Ray's just gonna look over and be like, I don't understand why they were so mad at me.
Apparently, Foxtrot, you have a hit on you. For some reason.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that tracks. Okay. As long as you know.
I mean, I don't, but yeah, it makes sense considering my profession.
Yeah, also your crew.
Oh, that is worrisome.
Yeah, I guess for some kind of debt you have? Did you forget to pay somebody? Did a job go sideways and you owe this guy money?
I'm aware of.
Because I have a feeling that
Are
He may
you
think
purposely
that
forgetting about the
we are
zoo
the crew.
thing?
There's a
Wait,
zoo
what
thing?
Happened at the zoo?
What
Yes.
happened at the zoo again?
you killed his crew, lost him his money, and he said you owe me
Oh,
money. And you're like,
yeah.
yeah, sure, whatever. And walked away.
I don't remember that at all.
He got a call at the end, right? And then he was like, "Hey, you owe me
Oh,
money or
okay, so it
something."
wasn't
It's like,
it
whatever.
wasn't the actual like mission. It was just a call afterwards.
We intervened in his mission, stopped his guys, and he's out money. So now we owe him money for disrupting his.
Yeah,
For keeping him
come
from
on.
kidnapping somebody.
Yes.
exactly.
I'm with you guys now. Okay.
And he assumes that we were his crew since we were there.
Gotcha.
It's a good thing no one went after me.
Mm.
Just wait.
Just you wait.
Is Race able to hear any of this, or could she only hear Foxtrot's side of things? Or even that?
You probably put this on speakerphone so everybody could be part of the conversation.
Oh, he said he had AR.
I mean, can I not?
Can I hear AR?
Yeah, you can
Or
put
is
it on
that, like-
speakerphone.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as he puts it on speakerphone as well. I'm imagining you could probably use your watches or whatever to handle that.
Spectre pulls out a pocket watch.
I got it. Ran the whole time.
I don't know how you're making phone calls with this. This is kind of some amazing spell work.
Did I miss a function? Like start winding it back.
So, I'm assuming you're at a safe location right now.
Yes.
I hope so.
So it actually might be better for us to come meet you, considering what's going on right now.
Hey. Like party at Nathan's place. I shout in the backward sarcastically.
Wait, his name is Nathan?
You told me not to call him Raptor.
God.
This is amazing.
Look,
That's his code name. Just not on public. Unless we're on jobs.
this isn't a job.
Anonymity. It goes a long way in the business.
Oh, 10 minutes ago, you told me to call you Nathan in
Because you
public.
were in the lobby of my hotel.
I mean, he's in your
You're gonna
apartment
need to
now,
set
so
some-
it's even more private, right?
Oh, God. I will ping them my address.
Okay.
Or just call me in the elevator and go to my penthouse or whatever it is. Just,
Sure. Yeah, the scene flashes. They arrive.
oh God.
And yeah, you guys are all up now in his apartment. Or condo. Yeah, it's
As Ray's walks into the condo, she looks over at Raptor. She doesn't say anything. She just looks at him. Tiny smile. Walks
Yeah,
in.
he's got like a really annoyed look on the face.
um,
Kind of wish I had like a Batman moment I could start naming everyone.
Yeah, basically, if you guys have not been to this part of the town, this is definitely has a much different feel than anything that you're used to. Everything is very much separated, with the upper class to where all your street level people are. In the apartment, I mean, like the floors are, well, sorry, in the building itself, like the floors are made of marble, glass, everything. And then as you zoom up into his condo, pretty much you're getting a 180 degree look of the rest of the city. You can see all the different neon lights, kind of see the different districts as long as they're not clouded in smog. And people look like tiny ants from this position, if you can even make out people.
Is it school for ants? No? Okay.
It is nice of you.
Thanks.
So Nathan, that's me. Never mind. Sorry.
So me,
So,
And me!
sometimes I like to think.
To me.
Sometimes I like to think out loud, and I need to have a conversation with the other smartest person in the room, myself.
So James, question.
It
So
is Tony
I
Stark.
know Foxtrot had ties with what's going on. Do I know his name? Since it would be a specific person that they're trying to move him to.
I think I gave you a whole bio on him.
Okay, so I would know his name then. I'm sure they're not using code name in the data I found.
Yeah, no, you were pulling from the actual record archives of As Technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so you have. Oh, actually, no. I definitely remember reading off his name to you.
Okay. So, Felix.
So now it's okay to use first names?
Ray looks over at Foxtrot. Your name is
But like
Felix?
10 minutes ago, that's a big no-no. I'm confused here.
That's not important right now.
So, who in As Technology did you piss off?
Because like, so my bad. I'm not aware of anybody specifically. Like to my knowledge, I mean, I'm assuming at this point, Nathan is kind of like divulges the information he knows on Felix. Is there? Are we up to speed yet on that or not?
I haven't said anything about your background.
Okay.
No, he just
That's
name dropped you to show that he
That's name drop
could.
you. Yeah. You really did something to piss these people off. They want you so bad. They paid off Tiernanog to put you in Seattle.
Huh.
Yeah, they sold you out. Tiernanog sold you out to As Technology.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. You did something really bad. And the thing about As Technology is they're not squeamish about putting people down.
That they are not. The worst thing is that I have no idea why.
But what? Come again?
I mean, you know, the blip. It happened, you know. People forget things.
Hmm. Well, they obviously remember something. Or at least
Yes.
they think they do.
Obviously.
You might want to be a little bit more careful going out and about. Because I didn't find who put the information out there to move you here, but it did come from As Technology.
Damn it.
Also, Blackbird is after you. Does the brass claw sound familiar at all for like a crew?
At this point, Felix is kind of like under his breath. He's like, "Man, I gotta burn all my contacts. This is horse shit." No, never heard of him.
Okay. Because apparently that's his crew he's got going after you.
Well, he probably has them going after you guys too then, because somebody tried to kill me right before that whole thing. It's been a weird day for me.
Yeah, I think this has become a we problem instead of a me.
Well, how much
Again,
do you owe this guy?
I mean, it seems like you know a lot more than he does.
Like this, I'm just gonna keep pointing the sign. I don't know.
You want to explain to us what you know, Raptor?
So
Might
he
be
did
a
actually
little
give you a
quicker.
number when. You do remember Blackbird sitting down with you, right? Foxtrot?
Wasn't
Yeah,
it
it just happened.
175,000?
No. Like in the very first game.
Oh
first
yes, at the bar.
Yes, at the bar. But you kind of like blew him off and like, haha, yeah.
Yeah, Aaron, don't remember, so.
I don't. Yes. So I mean that's fair. It was a scene where it was just Foxtrot at your hangout. Like it was a
Yeah,
jazz.
it was the jazz bar. Yeah, I remember.
Um,
I know it blew him off,
and-
but I don't remember a specific number.
I remember 75. It's either 75 or 175.
New in.
Yeah.
yeah, it was a massive amount. I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. Also, Pappy, I remember giving you this information. I don't remember where I gave it to you from. Was it all verbal?
I believe it's all verbal.
God darn it! Did I not write that down?
No, all you wrote down is what I got in.
I will happily take your notes so I can remember some of that. Because everything you're saying, I'm sitting there going, "Yep, I remember that. Yep, that's something I wanted to give you." Okay, where did I write down what I told him?
You didn't, because you said you were going to write it up for me. You never did.
That sounds like me. That's
I'm
totally a thing I would do.
Everything I'm saying is just memory out of.
Oh, you don't have anything. You don't have any notes jotted down for yourself?
No.
Good memory, because, dear God, after a month, that would be totally gone out of my head.
Yeah.
It was.
That's not verbatim what you told me.
It was some kind of insane amount of money, like 300,000 yen.
Yeah, it was stupid.
That much for a kid?
No, we kind of. Well, yes, he lost a contract, and he lost crew members.
Still, they weren't that expensive crew members. We took them down.
Okay, cybernetics are pretty expensive.
Wait, this is the zoo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Blackbird, the guys at the zoo were under contract by Blackbird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember taking anybody down at the zoo.
Selective deniability. Love it.
I kind of feel one person died at the zoo.
I thought there was at least
They're sleeping. They're sleeping.
they were sleeping because she stabbed him, and he was sleeping.
You understand when I fight bad guys?
No.
I'm just so tired afterwards.
To be fair, you guys did not have the don't kill people discussion until after that episode, and then I wasn't there for the episode that you did have it.
It's fair.
Also,
Valid points.
And also, I don't know why this whole don't kill people thing is a thing. This is a cyberpunk world. It's fine to kill people.
I said it. Don't do that as your first instinct. Like, if you need to kill him, you kill him. But like, don't just go in there on a murderous rampage.
I mean, it is totally easier to only have to take one child out of there rather than take all 5 of them. And so, yeah, if you took out 4 of them just so you can get your bounty out of there, that makes sense.
Well,
Also, that was just my philosophy. I didn't. You guys just kind of agreed
there.
with it.
Sorry,
You
what did you say,
guys was
Pappy?
literally not me
there was
though.
3 people. There was the woman with her body was light blue and white cyborg. The 7'6" man, the mohawk blade and body and hand cybernetics. But then there's a dwarf in a black suit, a green eyepiece.
I don't know if all of them died.
I took out the dwarf.
I think I took the kid and I got him away. I think I might have hit somebody once, but I was mostly not in the actual fight.
I
Was
believe
the big guy bound down by
guy.
my shadows for a while?
You
I don't
had
know if you actually killed him.
No, you had
Spectre-
her bound.
you had her.
Oh, was it her? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
She netted you to a wall.
So, you also might remember when handling the kid, like he reached out for like the monkey, and did it zap him? I can't remember.
There's like a blast of energy, I think, or something.
Oh yeah, he had a blast of energy that he was reaching out for the monkey, and like as you were pulling away, he like at the very last moment he blasted, and there was like a blast of energy, and the monkey freaked out and jumped back.
But that didn't affect any of this other dude's crew that's mad at Felix.
No, but it might make reason why the kid is so expensive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I guess I never really had a chance to regroup with the team about my Blackbird contact, because right after I left the jazz bar, I was on my way to go see Ray, and then the car with the railgun happened, right?
No.
Or days.
Oh, we had a second mission between that, right?
Yep.
Then we went to the kid, rescue the.
Yep.
Oh.
It's all about the kids.
I thought you were doing the standard like TV trope thing. You just weren't gonna bring it up until it was a problem.
Yeah, I'm getting events mixed up. My bad.
And you know I'm cool with that. That totally adds plot and story. All right. So now that you guys are starting to remember some of these things, these events, and piecing together why people are hunting you.
Oh, lip amnesia. So.
Well,
where do we go from here?
What do we want to do about this?
Nathan, you're apparently well off. Why don't you just pay him off?
No, thank you.
You also don't have 300,000 yen just laying around.
Yeah, no.
Do we know like how big a threat this guy is? Like, is he a big shot? He just some guy who hired some thugs?
From my understanding, he's a player.
Yeah.
He's not just pushover.
See, like, do you have connections? A lot of connections. If you take him out, is that going to cause a lot of issues?
Taking him out probably isn't something we're going to be able to accomplish.
Okay, that big. Got it.
Yeah, he kind of.
You look like you researched it. Can you just kind of give us the deets?
He's got a reputation for being very merciless. He's actually in charge of a syndicate for runners.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's not a small-time guy.
If I,
Okay.
how long do we want to keep going tonight? It's 10:30 right now.
We can start wrapping up.
Good.
I'm not sure when you're going to want to bring it up, Ray, but you do know that in a couple hours, you have an appointment to meet a Johnson.
I mean, I just almost got assassinated once and then almost got assassinated a second time, so I'm not entirely sure where my priorities lie at this moment.
That's fair.
I'm just, I guess, seeing what's going on with this group, but I guess in the back of my mind, but it's probably not super pressing, given the other circumstances.
My reason of telling you is just to make sure that Aaron remembers, not that
I appreciate
Ray is...
that. Yeah, no, it will be something that's in the back of her mind where, she's not super concerned about, Felix getting them all murdered, but, you know,
a Tuesday.
Pretty much. So she's gonna try and make sure that they're like settled and taken care of as much as possible, and then probably go handle her stuff, and depending on the situation, maybe bring them in on it. I, Aaron, do not remember the particulars of what that meeting was about. I just know one of my contacts reached out and said that it was not a legitimate one. It was a
It was a ShadowRun.
The child's
It was an
mother
actual.
that reached out.
No, it was let's see if I actually have it in my notes.
We even
I
gotten,
don't.
Yeah, did we even got to the Alpha Blue rumor yet?
No.
Okay.
Oh
that's when we
God,
meet with
that was
Wisconsin.
forever ago.
I'm glad I wrote that down because it's gonna be.
Hope you all have it written down.
I did. Yeah. Outside of game, I'm actually gonna go ahead and recap or like reread the recaps on Scabbard, and I might retcon some of the stuff just because now I'm actually remembering what's going on.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right. So is this where we want to call it?
Oh, here it is. 750,000.
That's a lot.
Wow.
That's more than 300,000.
Yeah.
We're definitely not paying that back.
Big number go up, yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised that he hired such weak guys if it was that big of a contract.
Okay, so just FYI for Felix, Blackbird did make a comment after you declined to pay. He says, well, my employers at As Technology may have something to say about that. Just a little tidbit to put in your brain.
Do we want to kind of like have a rough idea of where we're gonna go next time for James's sake?
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess the Johnsons.
Are we just ignoring this super big threat then?
Yeah, I feel like no, we need to come up with like a plan for that, and not necessarily my other random thing that I may or may not do.
Yeah, like I said, I'll have to think of a way like why I have to recon some stuff. As I said, I'll figure it out. I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm still gonna research Felicity Doyle.
Yeah, that search is still going.
Okay, so we're just kind of go about our lives as normal and not necessarily do anything different, even though we've got hits out on us.
Well, that's
I mean, no one's attacked me yet, so I don't know I've got hit on.
I just told you.
They attacked you.
If
okay.
I don't know if they know about me.
I figured if they come after us again, we'll just fend them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it gets too big of an issue, we'll have to make an example of some people.
All right. Well then, I guess James, from Ray's perspective, yeah, that nobody seems particularly concerned. So yeah, she'll probably
I'm
go.
concerned. I just like, well, what can we do about it? I say like, if you want to charge their headquarters, like, what do you want? We can't pay them off. We can't make that much money. We can make a deal, maybe.
I will look for jobs on the running board.
Okay.
I mean, we could try to reach out and broker some sort of deal. I don't know how they came up with that sum of money, but it definitely seems like something that would be negotiable.
I would prefer not to work for As Technology.
Oh, I didn't say
that guy's
I didn't say work for them. I said broker a deal.
Yeah, but you owe As Technology, and they're not very forgiving.
Well, I mean, one thing that you do know about As Technology is even though they aren't, they are definitely not a corporation you really want to work for. They do live up to their deals. So,
True.
like, if there was like, here's the steps of what we will do, and they agree to it, then yeah, that will, it will be resolved, and they won't hold you try to hold it over you or try to hold different things against you, unless you don't live up to your end of the bargain.
I just don't think we need that yet.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get on the radar of a big company like that yet.
You already are.
I know, but that would make it worse.
No.
They would know me better.
They're trying to murder you. How does it get worse than that?
They're trying to murder you.
You're already in one.
Another angle that Ray may be thinking about is that she knows that she's going to be either meeting with the Blue Alpha or with associates of the Blue Alpha. And
she knows it's them specifically, or?
I'm sorry?
Ray knows it's Blue Alpha that contacted her?
No, but, well, I mean, everybody knows who Blue Alpha is. But if you're going to be or if a job is going to be done with Blue Alpha or with the associates of Blue Alpha, there might be a deal that you could broker through them. They might have favors that they'll be able to call in and help fix it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Ray is going to keep that in her back pocket because they apparently don't care. Spectre doesn't think that he has a hit out on him, and Raptor's just like, I don't want to work with them. So I'm like, okay.
Well, it's not an option yet. I don't feel the threat level is quite there.
Okay.
I'd be willing to broker a deal. I just don't want to have to work for the guy. Like, if we can just... Yes.
I fully acknowledge both of your statements.
I feel like we never agree, Ray.
They're super valid.
What? I'm not disagreeing with you. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you that you might have a hit out on you. You don't believe me, and you don't feel like you need to do anything about it. So I say, okay.
Evidence here.
Okay.
I acknowledge you, and your opinion's valid, but
there is. Oh my God. Okay.
That's a trap argument. I feel like we never agree. There is literally nothing you could say there that's...
I would just like to put out there that, you know, you guys made the whole comment about girl boss gaslighting, but that is all you guys do to me. So, fuck you, I'm gonna go do my deal.
Aggressive, like, okay, if that's what you want to believe.
God.
Hey, I feel your pain.
And I'm so on edge from like 3 days ago, okay?
Ray leaves. Just like, good luck, Felix.
Hey, not how I felt.
So all the campaigns go.
How you
Just
felt?
because- yeah, with when I played D&D. Just because I was a...
I, as Aaron, actually legitimately do not think Ray is anything like Armand. So.
Armand was a nice guy. Yes, he had dealings with the devil. Besides the point.
You actually
A
tried
devil.
to murder my character.
I did not.
That was your plot line!
happens?
That was your agreement with your deity, was to kill me!
I didn't do it.
Okay, anyways, so let's recap.
That is true. He didn't do it.
He did not do it, no. It only took, how many years did we play that campaign? 3?
It was insane. I remember we were playing it. And I was like, oh my god! And I pulled up the date. This was our first game.
Maybe
Yeah.
2.5, 3 years.
It was like 3
Yeah.
years.
But then again, it was also like once a month.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But we got a lot accomplished, got a lot done. Characters were well defined and rather hated, and
A lot of crazy storylines.
You literally got all of our characters would have been killed, but thankfully imprisoned so that we could take side characters and go rescue them.
That's still 30
I
sessions.
like that.
That's still a lot of sessions. Yeah.
That was a fun one.
That was actually a lot of fun.
So the other player that isn't here with us anymore, Chris, his character, he missed the game. He wasn't able to be there, and so the rest of the party went to attack the Earth Cult, and they lost. They just they
Some of
tried.
us didn't think it was a good idea to go in, but there was this one person that thought it would be a real good idea too.
I kind of also remember this one character doing a great acting job outside of.
It was
Earth Cult.
fucking hysterical because I rolled like a 20 and then I rolled like a 1 and then I rolled like another 20. So the guards that I was trying to convince were very whiplashed.
I can't handle this tonal dissonance.
It reminds me of a session I had in D&D once where same thing. One person wasn't there, and our entire party got lost the fight and got sent to jail. So the next session, the one bard had to come in. And he's like, "Oh crap! I gotta get these guys out of jail. It's always on to me."
and Aaron's
And he
character
walks in.
was a very whimsical character.
She was.
Just kind of
But I'm sorry, James, you were talking about how Chris wasn't there for that session.
So what we did was Pappy assisted making a bunch of characters for this, but basically Chris was a rogue and he was part of a thieves guild, and so we made characters from the thieves guild, and then Chris's character went and asked them for help. He was like, "My party's been captured by the Earth Cult. I need help getting them out." And so they did a prison break.
It
And
was
so
actually really cool. Yeah.
Characters.
That's cool.
It was a really neat way to not murder the campaign. So
Yeah.
It would have been hilarious if you lost that as well.
it would have been sad.
Yeah, that would probably been the end.
Earth Cult too strong.
yeah.
That's
and
cool, though.
then they kind of feared my character on accident. We had that Drake that I kind of just demolished in the room.
Oh my
That's
God.
true. I do remember
That was
that.
brutal.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So we all just went our separate ways at the end, or
Are you going to be bringing anybody else to the mission with you? Because, I mean, you're going to try to be selling the fact that you're capable of handling a Shadowrun.
Are you talking to Spectre?
No, I'm talking to Ray.
I don't know what this meeting's about. I don't know who I'm meeting, so I don't know what this is like. I thought I was just meeting somebody, not that I was...
Oh, you're meeting at Johnson.
Yeah, so I don't know if that means
So-
that I'm getting details and seeing if I want to take on this mission, because I haven't agreed to anything yet.
So, okay, that's fair. A Johnson in Shadowrun is a broker for doing Shadowruns. So you're just as much there to sell you and your crew to them as they are to you. They're like, I have this job, I need this done, but they only want to give it to competent people, and so you're going to need to make sure that he thinks that you and your crew are competent, or that's not a job that the Johnson is giving to you.
Probably based on how things are right now, Ray is probably just going to decline the invitation then. because this does not feel like a cohesive crew at all. So probably not. I don't know. If you, James, or anybody else has any other like justification to make that make sense, I would love to hear it. But I can't think of anything that would make Ray think that there's any sort of like potential capacity for this group to do it.
Like a dysfunctional family.
Yeah. Honestly,
Really,
out of
it's
character,
kind
I
of
feel like
totally
So-
idiots, but
we
when
need a few
time
more
happens,
missions to
pull
work
together.
things out.
I was gonna say, like, we've only had 2 missions, and the first one went fine, but the second one, pretty much went to shit. And since then, she's just been potentially assassinated for no good reason. So,
To be fair, the second one was
Like,
success. You saved all the kids.
All
yeah,
the kids.
There were quite a few
All of
complications,
them.
though.
it wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily the mission itself that was the issue. It was the attitudes after, like, post saving children. So it there doesn't feel like there is a sort of like camaraderie there.
There's only 2
Okay, so-
attitudes, and they're on top of the screen.
Your screens might be different than mine.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I was gonna
sorry. Sorry.
Like, what?
Where
It wasn't-
are we on this Brady Bunch syndrome?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, and also I need to ask the other players, like, how much of that was in character and how much of that was out of character?
On the last mission?
No, of like you giving Aaron shit about murdering people.
I thought that was all in character.
I'd say
Right.
it was.
I just want to make
I'm
sure.
in character, but
Yeah.
I'm mostly upset because she killed a person who was valuable information.
She
Well,
killed a
less upset
person that
about
was
the
abusing
actual
children.
person.
Yes.
Who,
I
like,
mean,
I'm not mad about her
both
killing
things
him.
are true.
It's just that he was important. to
Yeah,
me.
it's just a battle of ideals right now. I don't like.
I mean, I do understand the reason for your character being upset. He had answers. He had the ability to have answers about what happened during the blip. And I totally get that, yeah, he was harming children, and so therefore he needed to be lit on fire. And, I mean, what would Jesus do? Light him on fire and send him to hell.
Well,
So,
I kind of hooked
facts.
in that one, but okay.
Facts.
But, okay, so I just want to make sure that I understand that that was actually happening as the way
I
the
will
character...
say, though, it is more of like a short-term anger at Ray more than like a long-term thing, because I've worked with her before, and we've been on good terms before, that I assume. So
I
this
thought
more
that this
just
was like kind of our like.
Oh, we had that mission before, and I thought you like knew where I lived and stuff. So I thought we kind of like worked together a few times.
That's true. We did
beforehand.
have. I gotta go back and look at the backstories again then.
So it was like I've worked with you a couple times, and Pappy, I know I
do have them in
met
Game
once
Zero.
or twice.
What was that, James?
I do have them in Game 0 under session logs.
Okay, I'll take a look there. Yeah, I guess this is just maybe just in my actual like recent memory is just like constant discord, and not the technical variety. So
Also, I feel like a lot of the Discord was like outside of the game too. We're just like teasing you. I don't know how much that's
Yeah,
factoring
and
in.
that's why I needed to
I
clarify.
thought that
how
it was
much of
mostly
this-
in character though. So
Well, I haven't seen you since the event. Like, sure, at the time I was upset with you, but like since then I haven't really argued with you or anything.
But that's like literally like the last time that she saw you guys outside of Felix showing up after she's had an attempted assassination on her. So
Sure. I don't know.
I mean, you
Depends on how
mean
it takes.
after Felix tried to get you assassinated?
you know,
I know.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He yells at you, blames you for killing somebody, and then tries to whack you.
Character the benefit of the doubt.
That's true. Felix did actually try to stop Ray also. So that is a good point.
Yeah, and I was kind of like going to talk to you about that when the supposed hit
It's true.
happened.
Supposed. I mean, it definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I supposedly orchestrated. which-
Yeah.
She didn't get hit by magical or imaginary bullets.
Fake news.
um, I don't know how to make that work in game. I'm at a loss right now. So
Okay.
if we can
The
come
other
up with
thing to
some
just consider-
justification, then
The other thing to consider is that not taking this mission will cause lifestyle damage to the group, because this is how you pay for your lives.
I'm happy to take it. I cannot think of an in-game way to make it work.
Okay.
We had one argument, Ray, and all things break down.
We just saved each other's lives. I flew halfway across the city to save you.
You didn't. Did you even know I was there? You didn't even talk to me at all. You just tried to save Felix, and I happened to be there.
Well, you happened to be there, and I happened to save you.
Okay.
Once I got there, I saw.
I will say I was also the person who voluntarily went and decided to aid you on the last mission in the first place. Like, there wasn't even like a monetary reward set in place. Like, you just asked for help, and I was like, "We're good friends. I'll help you out." We just had a disagreement to the end. So, like I said, I'm not like, I don't like hate your character or anything. I'm just like, I had an upsetting moment a few days ago. We got into an argument. I was kind of heated. I'm sure I'll get over it. I don't know how intensely you took it or personally, but
I see this as a new crew forming, and we're still working out the interpersonal relationships.
I guess too. Then maybe I need to. A part of it for me is understanding like where Ray kind of would have been ahead of this, because to me she seems like more of a solo person that has just kind of done like taking care of like her local neighborhood or whatever, and now she's getting requests to do like these bigger things, and so it might not be something that she's used to having to have like a crew with, and maybe that's part of it.
Could be.
It's possible.
I can see if I can feel that.
So maybe it's to like, I don't know, maybe we just figure out like a way to kind of like force her. Maybe she just like feels like she's obligated to at least go hear this Johnson out, and kind of realizes like talking to him that whatever the mission is, that she has to have people with her, and like literally she's like, well, I mean, they're competent. We got stuff done. So
the fact that I did nothing last mission, literally.
So I part of this is a little bit on me too. I should be stressing on you all the overwhelming weight of the pearls of capitalism, and how like usually at the start of a Shadowrun game, people need money. You could be rich as hell. Something is happening in your life that's caused that's like I've been able to take care of myself before. Things need to change now. And so having that stress also sit on top of y'all should definitely feel some weight.
I need monies.
okay.
I know it's kind of hard to look around his apartment and say that he needs monies, but
Oh no, I need money to keep the happy.
That's supposed to be like part of our thing that we should have incorporated, like why we need a bunch of money, or
I did ask, why are you running?
because I gave a reason more like information rather than money. Like, I'm seeking answers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much of money is a driving factor for me. Like, I just kind of want enough to get by.
That's a very similar thing for Ray too. Is just a matter of more helping out those in need. So if there is like maybe like a more pressing, cause that she needs the money for rather than herself, that would probably make more sense.
Yeah.
Help more people.
And to that aspect, that's like, Felix does mainly to protect his family, so I can probably work that into like that's why he keeps stuff close to the chest.
Well,
Paying off
that could be
local
especially.
authorities,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pappy.
paying off local authorities to look the other way.
What?
Like for
That
low-income
could be good.
housings.
That could be
Like
good
if
too.
there's any
Yeah.
kind of squatters or something.
Yeah.
Because cops go in there and rough people up for extra money.
Yeah.
That way you're paying off them so that they leave the others alone and not do it. Also for like Spectre, he's paying informants for information. And they information brokers charge large sums to get any kind of information.
Also,
Like, I should be charging you.
With Foxtrot, like especially if you're trying to protect your
Friends.
family after finding out that you have this hit on you and your crew, most likely your family's also going to be targeted.
Yeah,
Right.
it's to be more motivated now that you know that you've been targeted, and you owe a large sum.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was gonna have Armand. I was gonna have Nathan stress the difficulties with as technologies. They're more of a heavy-handed and wet work. So if we're trying to keep a low profile and not kill people, we may not want to make a deal with them yet until it's more dire. We can find better work to work things out first. Something more we're suited for versus becoming just assassins.
Yeah.
Because I still have somewhat of morals.
I think we all somewhat do.
Somewhat.
I hope.
I still have morals. Flashback, you crashing a motorcycle down into the ground.
I don't know what I was doing.
Listen, there was no kid, and it did not affect my money.
Depending on myself.
He walked away. He jumped off. If you jump up as fast as the bike falls down, it's a negative outcome or a zero outcome, and you just don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
totally how things work.
Mm-hmm. It's all about math. If you have a net increase of 0, there's no hurt, no falling damage.
Yeah.
That's not more than an ethics work. Yeah.
Does that kind of give you enough to go on for next week, James? I don't know if that actually...
I can work with it.
Because I feel like Ray, like Aaron said, Ray's probably a soloist, and she's begrudgingly trying to fit into a group, and we're just trying to find out the inner dynamics between us all, since we all are somewhat all individuals coming together to form this group. And now that we have this overall debt to our names, that we have to kind of work together and perfect our crew.
Okay.
And don't forget, I'm like still pretty new to ShadowRunning. I've been like less than a year, maybe a few months, like half a year. So I'm not gonna know how to act properly. Like, I'm not a professional. I don't.
Who's Rocket
know how
Raccoon
to-
in this analogy?
Say that
Say
again?
Who's what?
Who's Rocket Raccoon in this analogy?
I think Pappy.
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Besides attitude, me.
Yeah.
Attitude-wise, Aaron. She's feisty.
Yes, but I don't think in that way. I think, honestly, I think if anything, she's more like Drax.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah. By the way, volume 3 was solid. Enjoyed
I
it.
haven't seen it yet, so I really want to.
This week, Ant-Man comes to Disney Plus, so I was gonna see that first, and then.
Okay.
Nice. Alrighty, guys. Any other loose ends we gotta tie up?
Not that I know of.
Because you guys said we're still working out the kinks. It made me think of this meme. Trying to get back to the screen so I could paste in shit talking.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap this stream though. Anything you else want recorded?
I'm good.
You good? Okay. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, Twitch. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.